Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of my modded Minecraft Let's Play series. Today I wanna really get more materials. That's kind of what I want to do. I was playing around a little bit with Ares Magica between episodes. Mostly I used the digging spell. That's what I've been using mostly. That's where I got all my levels from. I'm up to level 10. And I spent 2 points. Yes, in here I learned projectile. And then I learned, where is it? Right here. I learned light. This one right here. And I made a projectile light spell, which is this one right here. Let me open it right there. Called it Light the Way. Why is this wording here like squeezed up and down? That's kind of weird. Anyway, it's called Light the Way, and all it does when I use it, it places a light. Just like that. And I think it looks good, especially for the magic area and stuff. I don't use them too much yet because, well, I kind of want to use them for places where they're not just temporary, but also, you know, when you go in a cave or something, it's gonna be nice to just be able. You don't see it, but when I get closer, it should get rendered. There it is. It doesn't render from far away, which is good. I think all of them actually do that. The same with like the blood lamp from Blood Magic and the mana blaster from Botania and so on. They don't render until you get closer, so that's nice, you know, just being able to shoot around. And again, it makes something that a level, but we're gonna put this aside for now because I really want materials, guys. I'm getting a little bit tired of being low on gold. I need gold today for Steve's cart. I want to get started with that and so on. And I was looking into my Oreberry bush farm, and I did a little bit of mining, and I got a few more. We have 7 iron, 6 gold. These two are the most important ones, and I have very little. But I'm sure I'm gonna find more. And got 20 tin, 18 aluminum, 3 essence, and 32 copper. And these I've been farming manually. So every once in a while I threw a stack in the smelter and so on. But I want to automate that today. And for that we're gonna set up a nice little farm, and I want to make, actually I don't think I need to look it up. These go there. Whoop, you go over here. This goes there. Like that, maybe? Yes. We're making a filler today, okay? And I have a... I gotta pick that up from over here, guys. A energy cell that should be charged now. Because I don't really want to, you know, worry about things like... Oh, there it is. Things like Tesseract or whatever for now. And I figured we're gonna put this in the basement here underneath the island, kind of where it's gonna be loaded most of the times. So I started digging out the little area down here, but I don't want to do all this by hand. I'd like to start using the filler, and you know, there's so many cool machines. It's time that we get stuff set up. And so we're gonna have a torch here. And this is gonna be a 21 by 21. I just came up with dimensions. And I really hope that I don't have much in the dirt up there. I want to leave one layer for safety. And so this one will go to here. So that is the dimensions we're gonna do, and then you just right click them and we got this nice little frame. And now the problem is... it's not really a problem. I can do that from in here. Let me dig this one out and that one. I don't think that it matters which way I position this. Okay, it doesn't. Let me just pick up my torches. So I don't need to stand clicking at it. It's just, it takes a dimension. I mean, that's why we have these landmarks. And then we're gonna put the cube right there. And need to set this to something, output right there. It has power. I don't see it shooting the blue things. I cannot. Oh, I'm a knucklehead, guys. I need to change this to clear. There we go. I forgot to do that. Oh. Okay, there was nothing underneath our the furnaces. I just said furnace. That's awesome. So now this is gonna dig this out, and while it's doing that, how am I gonna get out of here? So I put something here for short. Oh wow, this is draining quickly. Oh, it's not too slow. So I just noticed one problem with using the dig spell is that, you know, I cannot dig like chests or this machine and stuff because it's gonna open the interface, and if I do shift, then it will open the book. So I might have to change this over to a projectile spell as well, so I can stand further away. No, yet. I don't really want to use the book for digging later on. I wanted to really use it for things like utility spells, healing, maybe fighting, you know, some spells and so on. I lowered the floor one more. I did that by hand a minute ago and reset this up. And now we have to set this to box right there. Because there's no walls, there's only a box, so I would have had to change out the whole top by hand again to make it slabs. So now this just gives me one more. And I don't remember if it pulls directly out of the chest or if I need to pump in. So we shall see in a second. It's draining. Oh, never mind. I just put the things in by hand. It has an inventory. There we go. So right there. Hopefully it's enough what I brought. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it. And we don't have anything spawning down here, guys, by the way, because we have the immersive engineering lighting, so that works well. While I wait for this to go, I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about... Let me just put some lights here so you can see a little bit better. I took out Mo Creatures from the mod pack, guys. I really liked it. It kind of saddens me to see that I took it out because it added so much life to the pack and the area. Right now it's quite empty, but I'm looking for other mods that possibly add some things. I found one again already. It's called Project Zulu, but it's not available on Curse, so I'm gonna have to just download it myself and use it. And that one seems to add... Ooh, we don't have enough, I think. Maybe I get lucky. No, it's done. Okay, so I gotta get more, but... And I think the rest I just fill... No, I don't really want to fill it by hand. Where's my exit? Here it is. Okay. So I gotta take down this here. So I can get out. The reason being why I removed it is that I was being suspicious that Mo Creatures possibly adds these lighting bugs that we're having, right? You guys know which ones I'm talking about. When I dig up a piece of dirt or something... Wait, no, it's gotta go here. Yep, okay. When I dig up a piece of dirt or something on the outside, and then it just stays dark, right? Until like 30 seconds later it updates, or when I restart. And at first my test showed, let's try it right now real quick. Yeah, you guys see? It doesn't happen anymore. Yesterday when I actually took it out, when I tested it, it did not work right away, but today I've been testing it a few times and it does work. So apparently Mo Creatures... I know this bug itself is part of Minecraft 1.7.10, but I just never had it before, right? So I was wondering why is it causing it now. And also Mo Creatures added a lot of lag to the server, guys. Now I'm running at a solid 19.6. This one always never shows 20, but I do. I think I can show with TFH, TPS. There we go. Everything's at 20, right? So that is definitely much better. Before I always was 18.5, 19. So even if I would have not fixed the lighting bugs, I think I would have still removed it. I gotta get... Let's just use these here. Oops. That might be enough to finish that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep looking, and I also found a couple other mods that we're gonna play with in the future. They're not in the pack yet. I'm not gonna add them until we're actually ready to use them. So I want to set up the harvester first and get that logic set up. And this is, like I said, 21 by 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Oh, because I didn't calculate the walls, so we actually gonna need a different upgrade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so this is the middle. Now let's just get back here for a second, because I'm gonna need to set up the harvester here first. Oh, well, we gotta make the harvester. So let's go ahead and make that guy. I needed to make the raw plastic. I don't want to make too much of this because I also need this. I just harvested a bunch of rubber by hand again. I definitely need to figure out a new tree farm. Oh no, I left everything upstairs. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. Whoop, running into the bushes. I thought that I'm gonna need a diamond upgrade, so I'm actually gonna need a smaller upgrade. Right there is everything. So we got the harvester. Now let's take a look at the upgrade real quick. By default, it's a 3x3, so we have a 19 by 19 right now. So -3 is gonna mean I need 16 divided by 2. I need 8 upgrade, and the diamond one was gonna be 9. So I need a quartz upgrade, which is 3 nether quartz. Well, that's a lot cheaper than using 3 diamonds, so I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and make that quartz upgrade. So we got that, and now I think I have the rest with me. Yeah, I think we have everything we need now. We'll see in a second. So let's put the harvester right there. That's gonna be the middle. So this entire floor here can be filled with Oreberry bushes, okay? And how we're gonna make that dark, I'll show you in a second. We're gonna need some output here. And by default, if the inventory behind the Mine Factory Reloaded machines is full, it will stop harvesting. So there will be no spillage. And of course, I'll dress this up later. A little nicer here. Let's see. Okay, so now we're gonna have to get power down here, and I figured we're gonna come from here. So I think I'm gonna take this one out so we can run a cable here for now, and then we can fill it in again. Because once it's late, the cable, it works just fine. So let's do that first. Let's get some of these small nipples here. There's one, and then we're gonna need one up here. One right there. And I want to go with this stuff here because it's convenient, and this thing does not need a lot of power. And then from here to there. So we got that set up. And now we just have to hook it up to our power up here. And we're gonna use all of this stuff here that we have. So I'm gonna need the hammer, this guy right here. We're gonna need the engineering's hammer. So I can set this down here to, this is input blue and this is output. Okay. So I can put another one of these right there. And then go from here to there. And that should be instantly draining now. You just see it's full. It's probably filthy machine already. Alright, and then the next thing we're gonna do is, and that is something I actually need to test real quick. I can never remember from vanilla. Do I have a hopper? Yes, okay. If we can put things that we want to be burnt from the side, or if the side is only for fuel. So let's get one of these nuggets right here. No, so we can only fill that from the top. Alright, that's no problem. So we're just gonna get rid of this thing. And then also this one here. That is fine. So, okay, let's do it like this. So we're gonna input from the top, because these things right here, guys, I'm gonna smelt down into nuggets. Right there. And then we're gonna take the nuggets and make the ingots out of it. I like that better than doing using a smeltery, because I would need 2 smelteries again. Because otherwise the copper and the tin will mix into bronze, and I don't want that. So that's gonna save us a little bit of work here, and I don't need this anymore right now, but we're gonna need to, actually we're gonna make new ones because I only have one left. Transfer note right there. We're gonna make... What? What am I missing? Oh, I gotta take some of the pipes out. Actually, we need to make new ones of those anyway, so I figured we're gonna make... Pressing all the wrong buttons here. We're gonna make a bunch new ones of these. And now I can make 4 more nodes. Okay, so one's gonna... Let me get this here. One's going to suck out from the bottom when they're done. So we're gonna have... Actually, I don't need to. Let's see, how do we want to do that? Well, one... Whoops. One's gonna come in from the top. But I need to probably cover this off. Do I have any... Oh, look at that. We're gonna use the... Oh no, that thermodynamics. These are not covers. Do I possibly have any in this bag? I don't see any. Alright, so we're just gonna have to make some real quick. I don't want to look for it. Do I have a saw? Oh. What? Am I blind? I must be blind. Let me find my... It's definitely not in this bag. Wait, what happened to my saw? Did I maybe break it and never made a new one? Is that a thing? Let's check here real quick. Not that I am blind. No. Okay, so I just don't have one. I'm gonna need some sticks. And do I have any stone rods here? Just one, so let's make a few new ones. And you know what? We're gonna need this a lot, so let's just make one of diamond. Man, I'm so used to JEI. That I keep forgetting that NEI, you need to hold the shift button down. Is there anything else I can leave here? Inventory is getting full. Okay, so we're gonna need to make a cover here. And we're just gonna make that out of regular stone bricks for now. Alright, good. So we can close this one off here. So it's not connecting there. Good. So it's coming in from there, and then we're gonna suck it back out on the bottom. And where do we want to do that? I guess right here. So that's where we're gonna come up and down. This should be smart enough. Hey. Like that, and close this one off just for good measure. Even though it can't put anything in there. Good. So, because, you know, it can only go in here, it will pull it in, and then when it comes out, I don't think you can put nuggets back into there. That doesn't make any sense. No. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's not going to work. So let me just come down here. That's quicker. Okay, so, and then from here, now we need to... let's go right there. I usually prepare these things beforehand, but... Come on. Do we have to have a million gravel right now? Okay. It's alright, so on this one we're gonna have a node. It goes up. And... we'll put a regular block here. So it's closed off, but it's... it doesn't matter, we can't have any spawns. And then here... we'll just come back like that. Okay. So now, well, let's test this real quick, if it's gonna work. Let's take one of the... let's take one Oreberry. And I'm gonna have to put speed upgrades into this, okay? There's no doubt. Do I have any? No, I used them all. I'm gonna have to make some. Alright, so it's gone. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's in the smelter. In the furnace right here. I'm guessing it already finished. And now... oh, it put it back into here. And I made some filter pipes, so let's see how... oop, I don't need to come down here. How they work. I haven't used them in a long time. Kind of would like to get back in here, please. Wow. Full inventory again. Okay, so this one... That just happened, yes. Saw it here first. Okay, so that way I don't fall down again. Give me that. Let's put the filter... Oh, apparently can't put it with the cover here. But now... Put that back. Okay, good. So filter, this is definitely gray, right? Boop. It looks gray to me. The bottom one. So in this one here, let's get rid of some stuff here. Precious cobble. Okay, I'm gonna need to grab one of each of these. So we only want the iron, the gold, copper, tin, and aluminum. The concentrated essence berries we're not gonna put in here. And I should be able to just shift click those in there. There we go. So now when we put this on the bottom, that should be the only thing that it can take out. So let's put this back into this transfer node, and it just says sit there because it can't go anywhere. There's no other inventory it can go to. Alright, so that is done, and we're gonna set up how we combine those here in a minute. But now we have this set up. Yes, I still have to put the upgrade in here. There we go. We got the upgrade that covers the whole room. And now it is up to me to figure out how I want to set these up. Definitely gold and iron is going to be the smallest. But I still want to keep 2 whole rows for it, okay? So what we're going to do here is like that. So 2, because I'm sure that I'm gonna get a lot of these berry bushes, okay? Eventually, there's no doubt in my mind. So I'm gonna fill at least 2 rows. Now let's check here first before I continue. 2 for iron. So this is the spread that I came up with here. Experience bushes are just gonna have 2 rows. I don't think I'll ever extend them when they're full. Then 3 rows of tin with 1 spacing, 3 aluminum 1 spacing. Ow. 3 copper 1 spacing, then 2 iron spacing, 2 gold. So the spacing is there for, so let's say I ever, see, wow, I have mother load of gold, right? I could add a 3rd one. If I get a mother load of iron, I could add a 3rd one. And also with the other ones, I don't see any reason to ever extend aluminum, but like the copper, I think, the tin right there, and the copper right here. Aluminum, you really don't need that much, right? So we're gonna, eventually have more and more and more. And the way I'm going to make it dark here is by simply, for now, so I know where I need to go to, right? I can simply do this. So now this is gonna be dark once this is closed off over here. Ow. I keep getting hurt. Just like that, right? You just keep bringing them forward. And then, of course, you need to keep the sides slabbed as well. See, we're already getting the first ones. That's sweet. And then just over here, and you see it's turning dark slowly. And I think right here, I'm just gonna do it like this. And so on. You get the idea, right? It's very simple to make this all dark without having to get rid of all the torches. Because now, for example, I can actually put torches here. So the room is nice and bright when we come in here for recording. Nothing can spawn in here because of our immersive engineering lighting. So that's fine. Let me just finish this off here real quick. So it's done. And then we just have to add the last mechanism that combines the nuggets into the full ingots and store them. And then eventually, we'll have it go into an ender chest or something into our storage system when we get to that part. Well, let's get a little bit more wood here. Zoop. Inventory management in modded Minecraft is just bananas. That's all I can say. And almost done. So there's 1, 2. Bam, 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 bam. And the last ones. If you're wondering, guys, these half slabs just don't let light through. If you're not familiar with this, you can use this for anything. You guys see now when I do F7, well, actually, why is this one here? Oh, nothing can spawn because it's... But it does look bright, doesn't it? Right there. But these are dark. I'm very sure. A half slab does not let any light through. And you can see over there, I mean, it is dark inside. And, well, they're gonna grow much faster in the dark. So, anyways, this is done. And this guy might already be... Didn't I see... Oh! Of course, it already sent it off to get smelted. Okay, cool. So now the next thing, what we need to do is... I'm gonna break this for a second here. So... I need some room. So it stops sending things out. So right now I don't get a mess or anything in my system. And let's break this one so nothing else can come down for the time being. Because we still need to now, like I said, set up the auto workbenches here. So I'm gonna make 4 of these. Because I'm gonna have 4 combined. So... Can you input from behind? We're gonna have to try, guys. I don't know on the top of my head. Output, I'm pretty sure, is only on the bottom. So we're gonna have 5 barrels. A 5th one is gonna go right there. That is going to be, let's just put in 1 of each. Well, this one right there is this. And shift right click to lock it. And then these nuggets here are gonna come in a minute. I do need to smelt up 1 of each though, so I have the nuggets. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So there is a copper. You need to give me this one back. I think, do I need more than 1? Do I actually need to fill them? Let's see here quick. This is going to be, yeah, okay. So this is gonna be the copper one. It started for a second and it stopped. Hey, I don't have. So this one now will only accept copper nuggets. You don't need to set any filters, nothing. This is going to be tin. And now I just need to smelt up the other 2 real quick. The aluminum and the iron. So let's just use these here. Let's get 1 aluminum and 1 iron. Right into these 2. They smelt super fast. This is not a system that is made for speed, guys, because these Oreberry farms, you know, they take a while until you get them, so I don't even know if I'd actually need speed upgrades in that one. So let's make this one aluminum. And then I totally forgot 1, didn't I? Yeah, I forgot about gold. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My bad. Let's make another workbench. And I'm gonna need to make another barrel. No, I can use this barrel for right now. That's fine. I need a crafting table from upstairs. I covered everything up upstairs and down here. And I've been putting in all the berries, or the Oreberries that we have. The essences will eventually come in here. Everything else seems to be going up. It has not smelted any copper yet, but it has smelted a little bit of the tin. A lot of the aluminum so far. No more of the iron, and I also added the 1 for gold. And then down here I just picked up 1 ingot from upstairs for each, just so I can lock them, because this harvester started putting stuff into this drawer there. And now the last thing we have to do here is, where is it? 5 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we should be able to disconnect them just like that. Perfect. You don't really need to, because it can't go anywhere else. But just for good measure. And I'm gonna just take the regular servos, because this does not need to be fast at all. And turn them all to ignored. Ignored. And ignored. There we go. And we should start seeing, there we go, they're coming down. So, fully automated Oreberry farm. And I like it, it's very simple. I don't need to worry about the smeltery and separating the, whatchamacallit, the liquids and so on. And oh yes, I also made this for that. Yep, right here. We're going to use hole covers right here. So this looks nicer and this looks nicer, just like that. These right here, I want to leave exposed just so I see, hey, there's electricity running through. I think that works out well. And yeah, I'm happy how this turned out. Let me know if you guys have set up Oreberry farms in the past and how you did it. I know there's other ways. For example, also I think with the fluid transposer, I think it would be possible as well. And this is how it looks up here now. It's just missing right there, that one furnace. But that is fine. Soon we're going to have all kinds of power running anyway. Hey guys, I totally forgot about that. These machines right here, the harvesters, collecting sludge. You guys see right here. And while they do not stop working when they're full, they do get slower. And I also don't mind actually using the sludge to make some of these byproducts. This has almost finished. Oh, it did now. It's still working a little bit of copper back here. Let's put this in the first slot. And this is probably... Oh, it has something else in it. But it's almost done, and that is how much stuff it's made so far from everything that we had. And this is nice. I mean, I'm taking this for free, definitely. And a lot of these haven't even fully grown yet. Oh, you guys can probably not see. Yeah, like this gold right here, and some of these other ones here still have not even fully grown. But my thing is that if I wanted to see the sludge boiler, by the way, I think it's a 3-block radius around it. When you enter that area, you take damage, okay? When it is working, you get some poison. But how often am I going to come down here? I'm not really worried about that, right? And I wanted to see if I can set this up without having to pump. Yes. You guys see, I put it next to it and instantly put it in there. And then I'm hoping that when I put a chest right here, that will spit it out. Now, of course, the only thing we'll still need to do here is give it a little bit of power. And that should be pretty easy. There we are. And it's done. Oh, see? I already took damage because it was doing something, but that's fine. 15 seconds of hunger. I can live with that. Wow, that is a weird looking... lighting here. Since when does hunger give you that? Okay, that was weird. So I just gotta have to be careful when I come over here and approach this. Let's just see if it made something already. No. Interesting. So I'm getting it again, which is fine. I don't care. So where's it putting the stuff? If it's working, I'm guessing we have to get a full bucket. For every bucket, it's actually going to do something. But we'll just leave it the way it is now. So it's getting rid of the sludge. I don't need to worry about it actually damaging me and so on. And I don't think I'm going to dress this up much down here, guys. I don't see any point to having that. I'm just going to keep it dark over here. And next time, I'm probably gonna AFK here one night and just see how effective this Oreberry farm is. And these things are constantly growing. I'm really digging it. I just want to stand over here for a quick minute because this is right above where the sludge boiler is. But I don't think it goes upwards. I think it's just in a radius around it. So we shouldn't have any problems. Guys, I actually wanted to get started with Steve's cards today. But we're going to get started with that next episode. Because if I start another project now, the episode is just going to get super long. We're, I think, right around 30 minutes now. And I rather bring you guys more episodes on this series than just really long ones like I usually do. Because a lot of people have been asking me about, hey, when are you going to do this one again? And I love this, this mod pack in this series a lot. So I don't want to really neglect it. And if I can... pump out an episode here every few days and maybe keep it a little shorter than my regular stuff like on Qantas with the gold farm and so on. I think that'd be cool. Let me know what you guys think. But otherwise, that is it for today. We did set up the Oreberry farm, which I'm happy about. That was a nice little project. And next time we'll get started with Steve's cards because I would like to use it for both a tree farm and also our first automatic mining. I do have a area prepared over here. You guys see there's already something built, and this is going to become our mine shaft not too far away, so we can actually get the materials back and so on. Here's the magic mansion, here's our village and so on. So we're starting to spread out a little bit more. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.